having one of the gloomiest days I've ever seen living in California. And they say we got the best weather in the country, which we do, I think. Outside, maybe Florida's got better. I haven't made that decision yet. Uh, but folks, today there's a lot to talk about. Well, we thought we were going to have peace with Iran. Trump said it over and over and over, and all his cronies, yeah, Rubio had everybody said close to a peace deal. And folks, guess what? There will be no peace deal. None. Because Israel does not want peace. They love being in war. Hello, Agent Orange. How are you today? Thank you for joining me, my friend. I know you love these subjects, okay? Because I tell the fucking truth, the way I see things. All right? There's no way in the world. Every time Trump wants peace, he gets that call from Netanyahu, and boom, it's all over with. Okay? Everybody wants me to talk gangster stories all the time. But folks, I'm talking gangster stories. When I'm talking about Donald Trump and this administration and our U.S. House of Representatives, both Congress and Senate, I'm talking gangster shit because they're doing the biggest gangster shit I've ever seen in my life. I'm sure a lot of you don't want to hear it. And look at folks, no matter what side you're on, okay? No matter whether you're on the left or the right, it doesn't make a difference because you cannot accept what's going on and that we're being lied to about everything. Okay? And then this bullshit. Now, Trump bombed Iran, saying it was self defense. What? It's not self defense. Self defense is if the other person struck first. Iran did not strike. Remember me, Saturday. How are you? Yes, I do. How you doing, my friend? Bianca, Carlos. All right. Thank you for coming. All right. Appreciate you folks who come here, listen to me. And please don't forget, subscribe, hit that like button. Okay? Come on, let's smash that like button. Okay? Get it going, folks. Get me riled up here. Get me excited. Okay? Because there's so much shit, and I wasn't going to talk about this, okay? But I just can't help myself. All right, here it is, 2 o'clock, a Tuesday afternoon. All weekend long, we heard about this peace deal. Okay, they were close, boom. Yeah, Trump had the right idea. I got to admit, it seemed like Trump had the right idea in the beginning, all right, to put the uranium part of it into a 60-day, give them 60 days to discuss it. Okay. Hi, Jackie. How are you? Yeah, Big Ben. I think YouTube Live is. I do a post. I don't get many subscribers, nothing over there. All right. Kulada, I had not heard them say, I had not ever heard, and maybe I live in the dark. I never heard Iran say they wanted to kill all Americans. Okay? Okay? But I'm hearing all the time that Benjamin BB Netanyahu, okay, he's bombing the hell out of Lebanon today. Okay? He wants more and more land. He wants that entire region. He feels, because I guess it says someplace in his Bible that it all belongs to Israel. Give me a break. It does not all belong. Okay? And they want to throw religion into this shit all the time. Uh, Somebody asked, what am I? Huh? You got that right there. Who is that there? Okay, bon night. Bon night, did I say that right? Okay, let me read that. When Iran says death to America, they're talking about the imperialistic regime starting wars in their region, not the American people. Okay? Am I right there, folks? All right? Come on, smash that like button, hit that subscribe. All right? Get my anger going here today because I'm fucking pissed. Okay? You know, the other thing, I'm hearing all these shit. It's all over YouTube about Trump has dementia. Trump's got these sores on this thing. Okay? He's got the folks. Trump is 1 year younger than me. 1 year. Okay? I know what it is getting old. I see the changes. I could tell in his walking. Okay? It happens. I know we got a lot of people here who are older. All right, it happens. I'm more careful when I walk. It happens because as you get older, things happen to the body that we don't expect. Okay? You know that I went in a couple of months ago and I had a procedure done to my heart. Okay? And while I'm in a hospital, of course, they find something out that my creatine levels in my kidney spiked. Well, way the hell up. Folks, I was stressed out for 2 months. For 2 months. Okay? I see one urologist after another and all the same bullshit. This medicine, that medicine. Okay? You know what? Went to the VA. The VA analyzed everything. They said, why did it spike so quickly, so fast? And they put me through some tests. And on Friday, thank the Lord, my doctor called me from there. My creatine levels are back down to what they were in the initial. Always a little high, okay, but not to the point that you got to worry. So that was a big relief off of my head. And so I know what it is to get old. All right. I don't know if Trump's got dementia. I don't know what he's got. All right. Except that he's something's wrong with him, that's for sure. Okay? Because Netanyahu has some dirt. The Mossad has dirt on Donald Trump. And Trump does not want released. This is my feeling. Okay? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. I might be wrong. All right. But as a gangster on the streets who survived it and never read it, and I can come here and talk to you, okay? I'm giving you my insight. I could be totally wrong. I don't know, folks. All right. I'm having my made a double espresso before I come here. Okay. Oh, it's good. Mm. Okay, so Trump went in. The TV wants to make a big deal. Third time in 18 months. That's about right. Because when you get older, they want to see the doctors want to see you every 6 months. So 6 months, 6 months, 6 months comes 18 months, 3 times. It's about normal. Okay. But of course, you're never going to get the truth about what his medical condition is. You're not going to get the truth. His doctors are not saying nothing. All right. I don't know what he does to his doctors or this, but they're not allowed to say anything except for the fact that he's in great health. All right. Best health ever. Okay. We know that's bullshit. Okay. Just by looking at him, you could tell that there. All right. People keep asking me how old. I'm 81. 81 years old, folks. Thank you, this MF. Should I say this motherfucking guy? Christina, thank you for the question. Okay, I appreciate it. Uh, and if you haven't subscribed, folks, please do. Okay, just keep hitting that like button. Huh? So now peace talks is stalled after the new U.S. strikes. What do you think is going to happen? Okay, they didn't have a deal. They came close to a deal until Trump got that call. Why can Bibi Netanyahu make him change his mind so easily? I mean, he's supposed to be a tough guy, everybody say. I don't see it. Not when he beckons to this guy and gets us involved in these religious wars that have been going on for hundreds of years. And we had no business being in this war. Okay. And they don't get, he said, oh, we only lost 13 people. You hear that yesterday? All right. Oh, we only lost 13. That's 13 young men. All right. Whose moms, wives, children will never see them again. Okay. Yeah, it's only 13 now. That number could jump to the thousands and thousands if we had to send our troops on the ground into Iran. And I think that's going to come. I think it's going to happen. I'm sad to say. Why? And I'm going to tell you, you're probably going to disagree with me again. I see no reason in the world why Iran is not entitled to have a nuclear weapon. I don't think they were making one. They want to be prepared. Don't forget, this is not Iraq. Iran has over 95 million people. It's a big country, folks. Big country. North Korea's got it. Uh, Russia's got it. Israel is allowed to have it and not talk about it. Okay? They don't declare it. But we know that they got over 90 nuclear weapons. Okay? And I got a feeling they're going to drop one in Iran or Lebanon sometime here in the near future. Okay? Especially if they don't get what they want from President Trump. That's what I think. They want to show the world who the fuck they are. Okay? Why don't they keep the world out of their fucking business? They want to stay in war? Let them stay in war. We don't need to be involved. We got problems in the United States that are more enormous than what those other countries have, and our president is not paying attention to it. Now, if that don't piss you off, I don't know what will. Am I right or wrong? Leave me a comment, okay? How stupid does he think we are? He said, he started bombing. They didn't start it. And all these rumors going around, okay? You know, folks, I still don't really know what a Zionist is, but I'm starting to understand what they are. You see, I thought that all Jews were all Jews. Like us Italians, we're all Italians. Irish are all Irish. Mexican are all Mexican. So I thought all Jews were the same. I guess I'm wrong. I don't know. A lot of you are a lot smarter than me and probably know more about that situation. But these Zionists are the ones who control a lot of money, folks. Okay? They control a lot of money. And I want to ask people in MAGA, you trust Donald Trump? You trust the guy who is putting in other people, all right, in the Republican Party to go against the other Republican, like John Cornyn here, all right, Massey lost, but he is putting his, he put his application in. He's still going to run for that office under a different party name, I'm sure. Okay, and I hope the fuck he wins. I hope he wins. Okay, but how's he go after Cornyn, who's voted with him 93.5% of the time? 93.5% of the time, Cornyn has voted with Trump. But yet, Trump, his own guy, he goes against. So you MAGA people, you think you got somebody that's loyal? He doesn't know what fucking being loyal is. Yeah, I'm pissed off today, folks. Okay, when I see this shit, they won't tell us the truth. All right, and you're not getting bullshit from cable news networks. All right, they're lying like hell. I don't care whether it's Fox, CNN, MS, Live Nation, News Nation, whatever they call it. Okay, I don't care what you call it. Folks, if you haven't subscribed and liked yet, what are you waiting for? Don't cost you a penny. Okay? So keep hitting that like button. Oh, the sun wants to come out. It's up there someplace, but we got all the clouds. Okay? Should I blame that on Trump too, or what? What do you think? Huh? Okay, thank you, my friend. Somebody just sent me something. I appreciate that. Oh my God. Folks, do you drink espresso? Do you like your coffee? Hey, I saw a new thing coming out called MOTT, Motto Coffee. Fresh Italian coffee. Okay. Only $3. Only $3, folks. That's how they're charging. And it was on the news this morning. I saw that. Really amazing. I can't wait for one of them to open up. Okay. It's they got the ideas out of Italy. And boy, I'll tell you, they'll put Starbucks right out of business, charging $3. I mean, look at how the fuck could people afford to go? These coffee shops are packed. There's lines to get into them here in Beverly Hills, anyway. Okay, and people paying freaking $15 for a cup of coffee. What? I'll make mine right at home. Don't cost me $15 either. All right. And which, by the way, a lot of people are not going out to restaurants now. I'm hearing horror stories about the different charges that a lot of restaurants, it's a tax this, a tax that. They're not really taxes. And some restaurants are putting down their fees so they can provide a hospital, medical insurance to their employees. Uh, I mean, look at the consumers getting beat up no matter where he goes, no matter what he does. We, the consumers, are always the one that will get the short end of the stick. And it's like the gasoline. Oh no, when this war is over, they're going to tumble down. Bullshit, folks. I guarantee you. All right. And remember, you heard it here. All right. They're telling you, all right, that gas prices will tumble. You want to bet that they do not? If they ever get back to normal, my prediction is going to take about a year. We're still waiting for prices to be lowered from COVID. That hasn't happened either. And now they're all worried about all these midterms. Okay? Because if Trump, if the Democrats win both houses, they're going to impeach Trump again. And maybe this time they'll be successful. There's J.D. Vance is not too happy with his president. No, he's not. And I heard J.D. Vance has already announced that he will not be running for president. So he's leaving the door pretty much open for Rubio. That's in the Republican Party. Who the Democrats going to run? I don't know. That's the other thing. It scares the shit out of me. Okay? Gavin Newsom and Kamala Harris are running for president. Oh boy. Who's going to vote for them? I'm sure they'll get a lot of votes. It's very possible that Governor Newsom, our governor of the state of California, can become president of the United States. So we think we got it bad now with Trump. Just think how bad you're going to have it with Newsom. Maybe he will get us out of the war. Our next president will get us out of the war. Okay? Because Netanyahu has tried with every previous president. And they all told him he was crazy. They wouldn't do it until he got Donald Trump. Donald Trump's the guy who wants to portray he's so strong and he's smarter than everybody, and everybody else is a nitwit. They have low IQs, all this shit. People just kiss his fucking ass. Come on, folks, hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. Okay? Happy birthday. Everybody wish Dusan Getty. Today is that young man's birthday. Happy birthday, my friend. And thank you for taking the time coming out here. Okay? And letting us know. So everybody wish him a happy birthday. Praise God, 81. That's awesome. Do you know Christ Jesus? Well, I pray to him every day. Okay? Several times a day. There goes the fire, right? There's something going on down there. Okay. I don't know what. Let's see. What else we got here? Hmm. Uh, Dianella. Oh, give me a shout out, Dianella. Dudes, I just wish you a happy birthday tonight. All right. Hello, King Finky. How are you? Christina Churchill. Where you been, my friend? You're back, huh? Huh? Israel created by the Rothschild. Rothschilds are the wealthiest family in the world, probably. Yeah. You know, during wars, they back both sides of the war. Okay, they loan money to both sides. They're in a win-win situation. They love wars. Hello, Jonathan. Jack Kleiner. Google the Creator Israel project. I'm going to have to do that. Thank you, the Bear German. Okay, folks. I think our Constitution it's been thrown right out the window. Nobody's paying attention to it. Although they take an oath to uphold the Constitution, they don't. They don't even know what the fuck it is. All right. Excuse my language. I'm sorry I have to swear, but I get pissed off at this shit. Okay. All right, folks. We're at 50 likes. Can you get me to 100 likes here today? Begin this week off with here. Okay. Help support this channel in any way you can, folks. Okay. Anything you could do, I appreciate it. You know, and a lot of people write me, oh, how do we send, I don't have Cash App. I don't have Venmo. I only got PayPal. Okay. But, there's a dollar sign down there. Okay. If you hit that there, you can send me something if you like to. If you have it. I understand we don't have a lot of money today, folks. All right? People like us just don't have an extra few dollars to be given away. All right. I've never, 81 years, I never seen such a bad economy. Okay. I think this is worse than when George Bush left office, 2008. 2008, folks, I was in prison. People write me, said, you're not missing nothing on the outside. It's really bad, they were telling me. And here I was in prison. All right. These were friends of mine who couldn't send me $100 to my commissary. Okay? That's the truth, folks. They write me and said, we'd like to send you something, but things are bad on the outside. What do you think? You think they're great inside a prison? Okay? Kind of crazy, isn't it? How people think. We all think differently. We all want differently. But one thing that we all would want, and we all want, is world peace. And I pray to the Lord every single night for world peace. And it don't look like it's doing any good. Okay? I'm very unhappy. But I wanted to share that with you folks today. And for those of you who took the time out to come here, for those of you who subscribed, who hit that like button, don't forget, I am the author of the book, The Accidental Gangster. It's available on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, wherever you buy your books from. I don't push it enough. I don't ask for enough. Okay. But I do the best I can, folks. All right. You can see I got no fancy cameras around. I use my iPhone to come to you live. Okay. I'm not pretentious. I'm very humble. And I want to thank you all for coming here today. So, folks, tomorrow I'm going to come back. Let's hope that I have some very positive news to tell you. In the meantime, all my love and respect to you all. Thank you so much for coming. Take care.